This is Qtv Nightly News. I am Umudu Gajaga and thank you for joining us. Here are the main news headlines. On Tuesday, President Barrow presented 17 Turkish armored personnel carriers to the Gambia Armed Forces and bid farewell to the outgoing economic commander at the State House. In an effort to empower the next generation of journalists, the Chinese embassy in Banjul hosted the first ever China-Gambia Bantaba on Tuesday, co-organized by QTV's Jennifer Sonko and the China International Press Communication CIPCC program alumni. As part of the OIC 22-kilometer road project, the Ministry of Transport, in collaboration with stakeholders, signed the contract on Tuesday for the implementation of Phase 3 of the Bertil-Hardin Highway project. The ruling National People's Party inaugurated the 8th Students Wing office at Churchillstown on Sunday. The Sarengai Cultural and Development Association organized a free health screening and treatment event in Sarengai village in the Upper River region. Those were the news headlines, and now the news in detail. Welcome and thank you for joining us. This is QTV News. In a series of engagements on Tuesday, President Adama Barrow presented 17 Turkish armored personnel carriers to the Gambia Armed Forces. Additionally, he bid farewell to the outgoing economic commander, Colonel Toure, in a ceremony held at the State House. Osman Jatta attended the event and he now reports.
At precisely 10 a.m., President Adama Barrow received outgoing economic commander, Colonel Boubacar Toure, and his successor, Colonel Jan Diouf, respectively.
How are you?
During the closed-door meeting, President Barrow expressed his profound gratitude to Colonel Toure for his exemplary leadership and dedication to peacekeeping throughout his deployment. He also extended his thanks to ECOWAS for deploying the economic mission to the Gambia, ensuring the preservation of the country's peace. Shortly after their engagement with President Barrow, Defense Minister Sering Morinjai and outgoing economic commander Colonel Boubacar Toure faced the press.
We expressed our deepest appreciation also to the Force Commander for his distinguished service, a career officer who has demonstrated professionalism in the course of his duty during the period.
yaakaar bi sama dëkk am Sénégal ba andi ma fi man ko mottali ci wetu.
The trust of my country, Senegal, is what led to my appointment as economic commander to preserve peace in the Gambia. I deeply appreciate the cooperation of the Gambian authorities, which allowed me to effectively execute my mission for the benefit of both the Gambia and Senegal. In a separate but related engagement, President Barrow presided over the official handing over ceremony of 17 armored personnel carriers from the Turkish government to the GAF. During this colorful and historic ceremony, both leaders observed the national anthems of their respective nations, reflecting on the 3 decades-long military cooperation between the Gambia and Turkey. The donated vehicles represent a major boost to the Gambia Armed Forces capacity to maintain national security and respond to potential threats. Lieutenant General Colonel Mahmoud Ocham and Defense Minister Sering Morinjai underscored the significance of the armored vehicles.
These state-of-the-art vehicles, designed to provide enhanced protection and mobility, will serve as a strong enhancement of the Gambia Armed Forces operational readiness. With their deployment, the Gambia Armed Forces is now positioned to meet the stringent requirements of any future UN peacekeeping mission that we are invited to partake. The APCs will also bolster our capacity to respond to domestic security challenges.
The invaluable support provided by the Republic of Turkey under the aegis of the Defense Cooperation and the Military Financial Cooperation Agreement, which has helped in the procurement of military goods and services over the years, has successfully transformed the face of training, capacity, and logistic needs of the armed forces.
His Excellency Turka Oba is a Turkish ambassador to the Gambia.
Materialized
under the military financial cooperation agreement between our countries is the firm commitment of Turkey to the Smiling Coast. Indeed, military and security cooperation has been the main pillar of our relations since 1991.
The event underscored the government's ongoing efforts to strengthen its security forces while fostering international cooperation for peace and development. In his address, President Barrow expressed his government's heartfelt gratitude to the Turkish government for their timely intervention in supporting the Gambia Armed Forces.
My government is particularly grateful to His Excellency President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, as well as His Honorable Minister of Defense, his government, and the friendly people of Turkey for their continued support to our dear nation. No one doubts that Turkey is a good friend and a strategic partner of the Gambia.
These 17 APCs represent a new era of military cooperation between Turkey and the Gambia government, designed for both protection and mobility in volatile environments. These 17 APCs are expected to bolster the operational capacity of the Gambia Armed Forces, particularly in UN peacekeeping and humanitarian assistance missions. Osman Jata reporting for QTV News from the State House in Banjul.
On Tuesday, the Chinese Embassy office in Banjul hosted the first ever China-Gambia Bantaba, co-organized by QTV's Jennifer Sonko and the China International Press Communication Center, CIPCC, program alumni, which seeks to empower the next generation of journalists and foster a deeper understanding of bilateral ties between the two nations. Loli M. Camara covered the proceedings and she filed this report.
The China-Gambia Bantaba provides an opportunity for the China alumni beneficiaries of CIPCC, China International Press Communication Centers, to share their experiences with the young students. Louis Jin, China's ambassador to the Gambia, spoke at length about how the CIPCC program continues to positively impact individuals who have participated in it. He emphasized the significance of the China-Gambia relationship and expressed the hope that the event would help strengthen ties between the two countries, particularly through the education and development of young journalists.
Looking ahead of 2025, we will further expand China and African friendship and engagement to the youth. This year, we will, as in the past, provide Gambia students with Chinese government scholarship and MOFTAC scholarships to help more outstanding Gambian students to go to China for further study. We will continue to award Chinese ambassador scholarship to UTG and USAT students to help them successfully finish their studies.
Dr. Ismail Assise, the Gambia's Minister of Information, extended the government's gratitude to the Chinese embassy for successfully hosting the event. He explained how his visit to China changed his mind and also highlighted the bilateral relations between the Gambia and China.
And for its enormous and continuous support to the government and people of the Gambia over the years through financial and technical support, exchange visits and training programs, which continue to yield significant benefits for our people. And I'm glad to report that the government of the Gambia remains committed to the long-standing bilateral ties between our two countries and looks forward to a greater collaboration and strategic interventions on areas of mutual interest geared towards enhancing capacity in the media and broadcasting sector.
Usman Bah, Deputy Permanent Secretary of the Basic and Secondary Education, representing his minister, shared that the ministry is actively working to incorporate media studies into the national curriculum to equip future generations with essential media literacy skills. Abdullah Si, the Director General of the Gambia Radio and Television Services, and Malika, the Director General of QTV Gambia, respectively, both emphasized the important role of the media in national development. Their remarks underscored the need for a vibrant and well-trained media sector to drive positive change.
The public is greater than any of us. The Gambia is greater than any of us. Africa is greater than any of us. So our sole responsibility should be how to improve and uplift Africa.
Journalism is a catalyst for development. The theme of today's event highlights the critical role journalists play in empowering societies and fostering international relations. A well-informed and empowering journalist can transform societies, challenges stereotypes, and promote dialogue. Stereotypes is what Jainaba mentioned earlier on. What you hear about other societies that you don't know about, if you go, you find the difference. Do not be influenced because somebody tell you something. You have to go and see it for yourself and make your own interpretation as to what you encountered with.
The theme of the event, empowering the next generation of journalists to foster Gambia-China relations, resonate throughout the day. The China-Gambia Bantaba follows the return of QTV's Jenaba Sonko, an alumna of the CIPCC, who had participated in a 4-month experience-sharing program in China. Ms. Sonko shared insights into the program's significance, stressing how it has enhanced her journalistic skills and broadened her understanding of China's media environment.
When I went to China, I've learned a lot. I've improved both professionally and personally. And when I was young, growing up in Gambia, here, I did not have the opportunity to have direct interface with my role models. So I felt like there's an alumni in the Gambia, including myself and other colleagues. We should come together and meet high school students and tell them about our experience so that they'll be motivated to also seek developmental opportunities such as the CIPCC.
The event was attended by students from various schools across the Gambia who were eager to learn from the CIPCC alumni journalists. The event also featured an interactive session where the alumni shared their experiences, offering valuable lessons to the younger generation of inspiring journalists.
I was very inspired by most of their talks, and it was like giving me this impact in me. Like it's just like a push-up for me to go for it, because that's where I want to be. For
QTV News, Lolly M. Kamara.
We'll now go for a commercial break, and when we return, we still have some more local news stories for you. Do stay tuned.
Browse with us. QCell brings you a promo like never before. Get unlimited internet for just $25. Yes! Recharge $25 and enjoy the convenience of free internet from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. every day with our Browse with Us promo. With this amazing offer, you can browse, stream, and download all your favorite movies for free. So why wait? Recharge $25 today and enjoy free internet only with QCell between 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. For more information, call customer care on 111. QCell, Senior Bus. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for joining us. This is QTV News. As part of the OIC 22-kilometer road project, the Ministry of Transport, Works and Infrastructure, in collaboration with stakeholders, signed the contract on Tuesday for the implementation of Phase 3 of the Bertil-Hardin Highway project. This phase includes the construction of a new bridge at the Sukuta-Jabang traffic light junction. Yafatu Gay tells us more about the road project.
This contract follows the successful completion of Phase 1 and 2 of the Bertil-Hardin Highway project, which have already made significant improvement to the Gambia's road infrastructure. The new phase of the project will focus on expanding and upgrading the highway, with a key feature being the construction of a new bridge at Sukuta Junction, known for frequent traffic congestion. This area will undergo major improvements designed to reduce delays and enhance road safety for both motorists and pedestrians. The new bridge will address the ongoing challenges of high traffic volumes, ensuring smoother traffic flow, providing safer pedestrian crossings. Here is Tariq Arexi, president of the Arexi Group.
The Phase 3 mainly is to do a new bridge at Sukuta junction, to improve this junction, because on Phase 1 and 2 there was some shortage of financing, but the government, they approved to add this new bridge and to do the parallel road to this highway to connect all the people around this area.
Matar Cisse, the permanent secretary of the Minister of Transport, Works and Infrastructure, emphasized the importance of the project in modernizing the country's road infrastructure and supporting border economic development goals.
As you all know, the battle-hardened highway is a very important corridor for this nation. It actually connects most of the greater Banjul area, including the tourism, the fishing areas, and also residential and business areas of this country. So the phase 1 and 2 has actually had a very important impact in both the connectivity and promoting the economy of this country.
Bakari Y. Baji, the Minister for Youth and Sports, says the implementation of this phase of the battle-hardened highway will help ease traffic and facilitate smoother access to the Independence Stadium, among other benefits.
As a Minister of Youth and Sports, it's not really that all of that. Our interest is what we're getting from it, which is the much talked about access roads to the stadium. And yes, it is a requirement, and we are glad that eventually the government have taken it up.
The Minister for Transport, Work and Infrastructure, Ibrahim Silla, expressed gratitude to the Gambian government for its support in the implementation of the project.
The signing ceremony of this phase 3 is ample testimony of government's commitment to roll out critical cutting-edge infrastructure throughout this country. As you may know, we are currently on the verge of finalizing arrangements for the signing of the Stinkona Mandinaba bypass.
Other speakers from the National Roads Authority and the Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs highlighted the positive impact the road project will have on the lives of Gambians. The Phase 3 expansion of the battle-hardened highway is set to bring tangible benefits to the Gambia, enhancing the safety, efficiency, and accessibility of one of the country's busiest road network. Reporting for QTV News, this is Yafatu Gay.
The ruling National People's Party inaugurated its Students Wing office on Sunday, marking a significant step towards empowering and engaging young people in the political discord. Alusise reports.
The ceremony held at the party's national headquarters in Chickelstown was graced by the party's national executive members, supporters and members of the Students Wing. Party officials said the new office is an acknowledgement of the important role of the Students Wing to the development of the party and critical role in future elections. Yusufa Tunkara, the national coordinator of the NPP Students Wing, expressed gratitude to the NPP executive under President Barrow for the support and motivation rendered since inception in 2019.
As we prepare for the 2026 elections and other elections, we are acutely aware of the importance of mobilization at even greater scale. Our experience from previous elections has equipped us with a viable insight and strategy that we will leverage and ensure robust participation. We intend to expand our outreaches, focus not only on traditional methods, but also harnessing the power of digital communication and social media platforms to encourage students and young voters nationwide.
Other prominent speakers included Bilaji Tunkara, Majority Leader and National Assembly Member for Kantora Constituency, and Sidi S.K. Njai, the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly. Both claimed that the NPP is committed to national development where democracy thrives. They advocate unity among the Students' Wing to make an impactful change.
Excellency's continuity is in the best interest of the opposition. Because the environment created for them to do politics without even turning their back, who is following me, is very critical. The environment created for you to express your views. It is first of its kind for Parliament to pass a legislation called the Information Bill or Act now, to make sure that the media is protected, to make sure that citizens echo their views without fear or intimidation.
We value each and every citizen of this country. And that is why President Adama Barrow and the NPP, our policy towards equality, our policy towards social development, our policy towards economic emancipation of the Gambian people. That is why we want to build this country as a city-state.
Adam Njai, a beneficiary of the NPP scholarship package, praised the party for its investment in education, describing the support as life-changing and encouraged other students to engage actively in the activities of the Students Wing. The new office is expected to serve as a hub for coordinating activities and advancing the goals of the Students Wing. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliou Cissé.
In an effort to enhance the health and well-being of the local community, the Sarengai Cultural and Development Association organized a free health screening and treatment event in Sarengai village in the Upper River region. This report by Samba Kamara is narrated by Yafatu Gay.
The initiative is designed to offer essential medical services to residents of Sarengai and the surrounding villages, some of which are in Senegal. The medications and medical supplies provided during the event are made possible through the collective efforts of the association's members in the Gambia and abroad, who contribute monthly to support this cause. This enables the association to procure the necessary medications, healthcare materials, and resources to be able to offer vital health services at no cost to the community. This initiative highlights the commitments of the association's members to fostering better health outcomes and supporting the needs of the community. Ibrahima Jallo, an executive member of the Sarengai Cultural Development Association and a senior nursing officer at Kanifing General Hospital, shared his pride in the initiative, describing it as a great achievement.
Healthcare delivery, your achievement is based on the demand. You start as a small community and then that expand. That's the same people demand. Now when it is almost around January, or in fact all the time, my people, my family, me, myself, my phone is always on call. People are asking me, at which time will you again repeat your program and all that. So this gives us the impact that the program have on the people of the people of this community. Not much of that. As a midwife, I'm proud to say my biggest achievements, there are people that used to complain of infertility, but with treatment, counseling, and other things, with those treatments, they were able to have positive results in that. In fact, some of them, they were able to name their children after me. So those are all signs of positive impact that it has on the community.
Fatmataba is a beneficiary from Sare Silare in Senegal.
We would like to extend our heartfelt thank you to the Sarengai youth for the unwavering support. We are truly grateful for the helping hands they continue to extend to the communities and villages in the surrounding area.
Tai Tunkara is another beneficiary from Jakuna village.
We praise God and extend our heartfelt thanks to the Sarengai youths for their continued efforts. It is through education and unity that such initiatives are made possible, and we encourage everyone to prioritize the education of our children for a brighter future. We also recognize that development cannot be achieved without good health, which is why we urge the government to consider building a health facility in Sarengai. The youth have demonstrated incredible commitment by offering these free services year after year.
Access to healthcare is often limited to some rural areas, making it difficult for residents to receive timely treatment or preventive care. Initiatives like the free health screening and treatments help bridge this gap, ensuring that even the most vulnerable members of the community are not left behind. Offering free health is an essential step towards fostering a healthier, more resilient community, one where individuals can strive and contribute to the region's development. Reporting for QTV News, this is Yafat Gay.
Now, before we end this news bulletin, here is a recap of our main news headlines. On Tuesday, President Adama Barrow presented 17 Turkish armored personnel carriers to the Gambia Armed Forces and bade farewell to the outgoing economic commander at the State House. In an effort to empower the next generation of journalists, the Chinese embassy in Banjul hosted the first ever China-Gambia Bantaba on Tuesday, co-organized by QTV's Jennifer Sonko and the China International Press Communication Center, CIPCC program alumni. As part of the OIC 22-kilometer road project, the Ministry of Transport, in collaboration with stakeholders, signed the contract on Tuesday for the implementation of Phase 3 of the Bertil Hardin Highway project. The national ruling party, NPP, inaugurated its Students Wing office at Churchillstown on Sunday. The Sarengai Cultural and Development Association organized a free health screening and treatment event in Sarengai village in the Upper River region. Well, that's it for QTV News tonight. Thank you very much for watching. Join us tomorrow for more news and have a pleasant night. Bye.